Hey YouTube, what's up? It's CS back here with another installment, and here are my picks for UFC Live Marquardt versus Story. Alright, YouTube, now taking a look at this card. It's not very good. The main event's kind of nice. Marquardt versus Story, potential title contenders in the near future for 170. We'll see. I'll get to that later. But let's move on. Let's talk about the first fight of the main card, and that is between Matt Mitrione and Christian Morecraft. All right, taking a look at this, Matt Mitrione, he keeps it standing. He wrecks Christian Morecraft. Christian Morecraft puts Matt Mitrione on his back. Christian Morecraft has a good shot of winning. Matt Mitrione improving in all his areas of mixed martial arts. And now his wrestling's getting better. His BJJ is budding as well. But his stand-up is, vastly improved since when he was on The Ultimate Fighter. Very good boxer, kickboxers, training out of Duke Rufus's camp. And, he's looked good in his past few bouts. The guy's undefeated. And I think he's going to continue that winning streak as long as this thing's standing with with Morecraft. I think he's gonna wreck him. I think he's gonna maintain the stand-up battle. I think Morecraft's gonna have difficulty taking him down. Morecraft, although a strong guy, not the most athletic dude, and he doesn't exactly set up his takedowns. And I think he's gonna need to do that against someone like Mitrione because I would assume Mitrione is improving in his wrestling. So I got Matt Mitrione winning via late first round TKO. I think it's going to be standing up until that point, and I think he just tags Mitrione with a big shot and drops him and finishes him with ground pound. So that's my pick. Matt Mitrione, first round TKO. Okay, folks, now moving on, we have the second fight of the main card. This one's between John Howard and Matt Brown. Not a very good fight at all. Matt Brown coming off 3 losses. I don't think he's fought in a while. And he gets John Howard, who's coming off his loss against Thiago Alves. Looked like shit in that fight. His cardio wasn't very good. His striking wasn't very good. And his striking is his strong point, so you can imagine how bad he is everywhere else. Um, this is going to be an ugly fight. Both aren't very good technically. Both are, basically brawlers. What can I say? I think whoever drops whoever first is going to win, and I think the person that's going to hit the other person first is John Howard. I think he's a tad bit better technical, and I think he has more power than Matt Brown. And I think he's going to drop him late first round. And I don't think Matt Brown is going to see the light of day in the UFC ever again after this fight. So I got John Howard winning via TKO, via punches, late in round one. All right, moving on, we have, I guess, the co-main event: Pat Barry versus Czech Kongo in heavyweight. Czech Kongo wins this fight if he gets the fight along the cage. Clinches with Pat Barry, beats him up with dirty boxing, knees, elbows, whatever he has to do. But if he sticks in the center of the cage and Pat Barry is aggressive, Pat Barry has a great shot at knocking him out. Pat Barry has heavy hands himself, and his leg kicks are vicious. And Czech Kongo can deteriorate over the course of 3 rounds if he doesn't check his kicks or if he keeps getting kicked. Now, I think that Pat Barry is going to maintain an aggression that wasn't seen in his fight against Joey Beltran. I don't know why he left it a sparring match. He should have kicked Joey Beltran's leg off. I don't know why he was hesitant on pulling the trigger. I think he should have punched his face off. He should have done something. He let Joey Beltran get kind of aggressive on him, and he almost made the fight close, which is stupid. So if Pat Barry comes here with like the right mindset and the right game plan, I think he wins. Implement a lot of leg kicks against Czech Congo, and just make sure that you just keep him off balance, keep him in the center of the ring, and don't get hit with a lot of jabs and shit. Czech Congo might be on his jab game. Who knows? If he does, that might present a lot of problems for Pat Barry. But I think Pat Barry's going to stick and move really well, and I think we're going to see an improvement from his last bout. So, like I said, Czech Congo wins this fight if Pat Barry isn't aggressive. So, hopefully, Pat Barry shows up better than the way he came out against Joey Beltran. I think he will. I think he's going to win unanimous decision. So that's my pick, Joey Beltran. I think he beats Czech Congo with leg kicks. I think he sticks and moves. and just puts pretty good combinations together and just wins a nice looking unanimous D. Okay, moving on, we have the main event between welterweights Nate Marquardt and Rick Story. Of course, Nate Marquardt's debut in welterweight should be exciting. Uh, Nate Marquardt, Nate Overweight, Nate the Great, whatever you want to call him. You know, he's good at a lot of stuff. He's not greatest at anything. Striking, he is pretty technical, has heavy hands himself. If you're going to beat him anywhere, it's going to be with wrestling like Chael Sonnen did. But his jiu-jitsu is pretty good too, so watch out for sweeps. And, he might wind up on top of you attempting, an armbar or something like that. And Marquardt's a pretty good grappler. What can I say? Rick Story, if he's going to beat Nate Marquardt, basically do what he did to Thiago Alves. If Nate Marquardt wants to win this fight, basically don't do what Thiago Alves did for the first 2 rounds, because that was friggin' ugly. So Thiago Alves could have won that fight, in my opinion, if he did what he did in the 3rd round in the first 2. But of course, Thiago Alves got chicken shit, and he didn't. So that's really unfortunate. But I think Nate Marquardt and the guys at Grudge and the guys in Albuquerque with Greg Jackson's camp, I think they'll figure something out here to beat primarily, in my opinion, still a one-dimensional Rick Story. And I think they'll figure it out, keep this bout distanced. I think Nate Marquardt's technical striking should take over this bout if he's able to shake off takedowns, which I think he will be. And I just think he does it over the course of 3 rounds and makes it look good. So I hope Nate Marquardt comes into shape in this bout, and if he does, he'll be able to do all the stuff I just said I think he's gonna do. So that's what I think, and that's who I'm picking. Nate Marquardt via unanimous D. I just think he outstrikes Rick Story over the course of 3 rounds. So there you have it, YouTube. There are my picks for UFC Live, Marquardt versus Story. Not the greatest breakdown ever, partly because I'm not enthused about this card because I don't think it's very good. But I'm going to check it out anyway. You guys should too. At least stream it if you guys don't get Versus. So, ask me if you need it or not. But yeah, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed my breakdown. Hope you guys enjoy the card. I probably won't, but we'll see. Who knows? But please, thanks for the support once again. Please subscribe if you like what you see. If you haven't already, please comment below. Tell me what you think. And if you haven't followed me on Facebook, Tumblr, or Twitter, please do so already if you have that shit. So that about does it. Thanks again for the support, and take care.